YouTube, welcome back to the channel right where we left off. I hope everyone is having a great day. Part 2. We started with the Lotus installing the selector, gated manual selector shaft. First things first, I want to show you something real quick. I watched the video and then I went and watched Tony's video, and one of the things I noticed is that I said on before I installed it, hey, there's this weird plate right here. I don't know if that's right or not. It's wrong. So the first things first, let's flip that around. Bam! Now we have it right. So that looks right. All you have to do is literally flip that thing over. The reason why is the tray on the back. I saw those little extended things. I thought they'd look flush. That's how it looks. It looks really good. So that is mounted. You guys saw in the last video that we did mount the window switch and the emergency flasher switch there. So those are on there. I did go over and clean the Lotus. The Lotus looks really good. What I'm going to do right now is actually remove the driver's seat real quick and pull that off, clean underneath there, and then we'll go ahead and start installing to reinstall it. So let's go ahead and jump on to do that. And I did put the lever on just to kind of look cool. It looks awesome. I love that lever. All right, we did it. So I read online that it's pretty difficult to remove the passenger side seat. No, it's not. It's super easy. Well, in my case, I have a little tool right there. That's the Allen wrench on the end of the side, or Allen socket, with an extended right there. Just did lefty loosey on 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, what? I found a 10mm. Look at all this junk. A 10mm. I wonder what this is. I was all underneath the passenger side part of the car, but 10mm, that's good. Let's remove that. See what? I cannot believe that. You guys wouldn't even I would have never known all this junk was underneath there. Let's vacuum all this. Wow, that's a lot better. So I vacuumed it, I scrubbed it clean. There's a lot of junk on there. I do this with all my cars, to be honest. I've always done this. All my builds, I do it. I even removed the Evo seats at one point. This is what I do. This is a great way to get your car clean. I could not do the other side. I'm gonna do something a little bit sacrilegious, and now again, you don't have to do this stuff to install your center console, but this is a good time to do this kind of stuff. I was thinking about wrapping all those, but maybe another time, because currently I'll probably have to re-access this pretty soon here. What is that over there? It looks like an Alpine, an amplifier. I think that's what those are. There's 2 of them. And then there's some cords, and then there's speakers here, and then I believe there's speakers up front, and I think there's just 4 speakers within the car, which is plenty enough because this car's so small. But I am going to actually remove the harness bar right now. You won't have to do this when you're doing the install of your selector shaft, but this is still going to be a how-to for this because we are doing this. But I'm going to do a quick pit stop and pull this out. Why? I'm just not in the mood to have it right now. I think it's cool and all, but I actually want that storage space back there, and I'm just not in the mood to have it. I do like it a lot, but I'm just gonna remove it for now. Boom, that is it. So the roll bar has been removed. I'm just doing this for a little bit. I'll probably end up putting it back. It's such a cool piece. Why? I just wanted to roll it with the black, all the black interior and chrome. The yellow wasn't really doing my thing. You know, where we removed this steering wheel that was yellow, and we installed this one. It looks really, really good. In addition, we're putting a chrome selector shaft in there as well. So I kind of wanted to just continue with the theme, and I didn't want to have the yellow. Throwback, back to the lighter. Look at this. Get all these extra singes. Look at that. That'll change your seatbelt right there. Get all that junk right there. That right there, all these shred things. Ugh, I hate that. So I'm gonna go ahead and burn all those off really quick. It really makes a difference, to be honest. It really, really makes a difference. You guys, if you're old subscribers, you'll remember that. Now, what we're gonna be doing now is, since we kind of have the availability of the room area to put the seats back in, before we do that, we're going to install the selector shaft. So that's the next things that I'm going to do, is I'm going to actually install the selector shaft. I'll show you guys how I do it, and then I'll wrap up the whole video and put all the seats back in, and I'll do that and then show you guys the end of the video of the gear, the selector shaft working. I'm really excited for that. Alright, so it's a couple days later, still working on this install of the shifter. I had to run to the store to get something. My headlights for the Lotus have sold. So I no longer have the OEM ones. I did sell a couple other parts. I do still have the axis panels that go on the front of the car. If you guys are looking for the Lotus 2000, I think just 2005 to 2011 Lotus Elises. I have axis panels in Starlight Black if you guys need those. Swing by MITCHDORE.COMHOW. They're all available on there. I'm also going to put up the center console that I just removed. I'll put that up for sale. So if anyone wants that one, I'll clean it with the black leather one. I'll put that up for sale as well. But let me show you what I went to the store to get. So that looks awesome. As you guys can see, that's kind of where we last left off on the other video. That looks just so good. I love that. We test fitted it. It fits. Everything works really well. But there's this little keeper thing. I watched Tony's video. It was still on there. I tried to remove it by just kind of banging it off or using pliers. I really couldn't get it. So I did go to the store and purchase a rotary a Dremel or a drill. With the Dremel, what I'll do is I'll use the drill bits that I also bought right here. So I bought these drill bits. I'll use those and attach that to, it's a cutting blade. I'll cut that off because I want to get that. Now with the rest of it, I might do a quick shine as well. So let's go ahead and remove the leather center console and the gated and remove that knob back off. So I got the Dremel with a diamond blade on it. That should go through it. You guys can hear it vibrating. I'm gonna have to vacuum up in here again. That thing will probably slit your finger, so be careful with it. What we're gonna do is buzz off that little part right there. I recommend doing this the same, and then we're gonna actually polish all that down. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, there's some light on it. You guys can see that there's a groove in there now. Literally just going like this. I'll keep my distance. It shoots off a lot of metal. Bam, it's off. So I got it off. Here it is, right here. You guys see it here. It's an interesting piece. Now, it is, I did go a little too far, so be careful you don't go too far on it. I did scratch it a little bit. I'm gonna polish that real quick. Once I have that done, we will zip tie this right here, this lever, and this out of the way, and I'll show you guys how to do that. All right, you guys can see right there, there's a zip tie right here. So I zip tied this line. Here's that lever. See that lever? It's actually pulled all the way down now. The lever is right there. Can you guys see in there? That's that lever. We'll zip tie that out of the way as well to make sure it stays down. The way that I did that is I pulled this tight on the cable. It is down, so now it should be able to go over even further. So let's pull it out of the gear, and then, yeah, I'm not really liking that. Let's actually take the nut and remove that out of there. I think that'll be a better option. I love doing multiple YouTube videos. So I watched Tony. Tony, you're the man. He kept that cable in there. I pulled it out. I found that I'm not going to be using this again, so I did remove this. How did I do that? So the one up there, it's just like a e-brake cable tie. You can adjust it on any kind of link. All you have to do is do lefty-loosey with a 10mm, and it pulled it out. Now I have the cable out, so from up here, where it was locked up like that, I pulled this out. Then down below, it had a mounting grommet right there. See a little grommet right here? And that was just set inside of that right there. I just pushed it out with a flathead, and then I pulled it out from underneath here. We no longer have that. So the selector is in really good condition and ready to go. The only thing is it doesn't want to come over this way. The reason why is we need to push this down. So I'm gonna do what Tony did in this one. And this little lever, we're gonna zip tie that one down. So let's do that next. He did it to the little hole that's in there, so I'll do the same. Perfect. All right, so we did it. It's zip tied down there. You guys see that? It is awesome. That's perfect. Really, really aesthetic, clean looking. We're gonna actually vacuum this up one more time, and then we're gonna start the install process back. As you guys can see, so this is kind of neutral, where you do the neutral. This is gonna be first, and then over that little, that right there is where it was stopping it from going into the reverse. So now we're able to kind of do that little, the Honda jerk or whatever. The Honda jerk is good now because we have that tucked down. Very simple. This isn't hard. The hardest part was probably buying a Dremel to cut that. I am kind of frustrated at myself that I did put a little nick there. I think you might be able to see that little nick. Before we put it back together though, let's do one more polish of the whole shaft. LOL. One more polish. We'll do the Dremel real quick, polish it all up, get this nice and shiny to match the new gated shifter. All right, we are back. It's been quite a few days. Total process has been about 3, or I'm on my 4th day. Is it gonna take you 4 days? I don't think so. It's actually not the hardest thing. Every time I do these projects, I spend a lot of extra time to make it look. That being said, I think I've done a really good job of making this so much better than what originally was. So here's what it's looking like. It goes into all the gears, everything's tucked away, everything works on it. It's looking really, really good. All the gears work. So I did Here's some mixed reviews about some people about changing the leakage, and I mentioned that earlier. The only issue I can kind of see is that it's kind of close right here. So if you were to lean it back, it would touch that right there. But if you just go back and forth, it's perfect. This is perfect. It's really good. To get it the way that this is, I mean, Greg's racing part did an amazing job. This could be super difficult in my opinion, and I think that he did a tremendous job. What I'm gonna do now is reinstall the driver side, and only the driver side. I'll show you guys why in a second. So this is pretty much how to do it. There's only 2 bolts, this bolt right here, and then there's another bolt on the other side that really hold that in place. The rest of that just slid right on there, really perfect and looks nice. Here's gonna be a little bit of before and after. These are the carpets that were inside of the Lotus, really dirty. So this is a full detail job. Again, I love doing this stuff. It is focused on the shifter and how to do that, but we'll go ahead and vacuum all that, get that all nice, set the carpets back in, bolt the driver's seat in, and then we'll do the gears 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go back and through those, and I'll show you how that works. Ooh, okay, first piece of carpet reinstalled. Vacuum, scrubbed, and painted black. I paint all my carpets black. You can see the difference between non-painted and painted. It looks amazing. I will do to this one, and that one. The floor mats, they're actually already painted. One is drying right now. What we're working on right now before we get the shift in, there's this right here. You guys see this? This is for the harnesses. They are for sale. They're actually pending sale right now. They'll probably be sold by the end of this video. If not, swing by MITCHDORE.COMHOW or send me an email at MITCHDORE@gmail.com. You guys send me an email there. That being said, I'm removing this little bracket right here because we're removing this harness for the seatbelt since we're no longer going to be using these seatbelts. Another thing quickly, the carpet are held in right there. There's those little circles right there. That's how the carpet is held on for the floor mats. They come with these they're like screw in black or silver ones. They're okay, but I am going with a little bit more black and carbon fiber theme. There is quite a bit of silver now, so I'm actually going to paint these black real quick before I install those. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right, before, again, I'm going to get to finishing this. I just wanted to do these small things. I love showing all this stuff. I don't want to not show this stuff. This is pretty dirty right here. I will vacuum this right here, and then I will use a little bit of cleaner shiner, probably from Under Armour, Armor, and then I'll use MITCHDORE.COM, and I'll detail and brush all that off, and it'll look brand new. I'll do that on both sides. Put the seatbelt back on, and then put the chair back in. One of my dreams as a kid was always to own a gated manual car. Lambo, always wanted that thing. That was the dream. I love stick shifts. Everyone likes stick shifts. Check this out. This is what you guys have all been waiting for. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is legendary. That is so beautiful. That is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. This is the most beautiful Lotus interior I've ever seen. And it's just gonna get better. Unbelievable. Greg, you are amazing. Thank you so much for providing those parts. Wow. Let's go ahead and jump over to the other side. Truly amazing. What a driver focused car. How cool is this? So unique, so cool. In love with the leather, in love with the gated manual. Wow, that is so awesome. Believe it or not, the flashers work. I got everything to work. In addition to getting something else to work, this right here, unlock, lock, and it works. So that's great. That's good news. Right there, perfect. I did a great job with this. I'm really happy. We're actually missing a seatbelt. That's the reason I don't have the second seat in here. I ordered one off of Lotus Talk. Thank you guys so much at Lotus Talk. You're awesome. I really appreciate all of you. I ended up getting the buckle that I needed right there, so I will have that. I'll install that. Now let's go ahead and do the main event. Let's sit in the car and feel how it goes through the gears. Okay, so we are in the driver's position. How awesome is that new steering wheel badge? Looks really great. We are gonna pan on down. Oh, there it is. So this is a great driver's position. I did order a radio. It's gonna be a red radio. It'll match the AEM gauge down there. Pretty affordable one. I got it at Crutchfield. I've never ordered anything off of Crutchfield, believe it or not. But I did order one. It comes with a little plug and play. That'll be next. But let's go ahead and jump into this right here. So we're in gear, or neutral, kind of going left and back and right. We're gonna go ahead and put it into first. You guys see that? second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Wow, that is awesome. So it does go into all the gears. I really like it. I think it was a great install for me. I saw Tony's video. He did it really good as well. It's awesome. That is great. Boom. Oh, it makes a great noise. It makes that Lamborghini noise. To be honest, you know what it reminds me of? James, the Strab man. And then he goes, in the Lambo. Oh my gosh. Listen to that. I love it so much. That's awesome. It goes into all of it really well. I'm truly in love with it. It does a really good job. I can't recommend this enough. It's so good. Really, it's really that good. So I'm probably just gonna spend the next, I don't know, 4 hours in the garage just playing with this thing. I'm just sitting here playing with this. I absolutely love it. It's awesome. That's so good. Oh, I love that. So good. Over to the reverse. Perfect. Perfect. This I gotta say, this will tame you down though. To me, to be honest, I will not be banging the gears as much as I normally do. This Lotus doesn't really need it since it's turboed. You can literally just throw it in a third and you can ride it out. It's fast, and then throw it in fourth. When you're in this, you're going quick, real fast. So with the turbo, you don't really need to bang the gears. The CELICAs, I always bang the gears. You know, just like that. You don't really need to do that with this car. This car's quick enough that you can just run it through. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Great how-to. Any questions at all, comment down below. I will answer them for you. I monitor a majority of all the comments, even on older videos. So make sure to comment on this video, hit the thumbs up. Write on this video what you liked most about it, because I wish you guys could all feel this and drive it. It is that good. I really love that. I'm so excited to drive this car with that in there, but just the shifting of it's going to be amazing. Aesthetic of that is, there is no more aesthetic. That is the top level aesthetic. Again, make sure to like, subscribe, swing by Greg's Racing Parts, swing by MITCHDORE.com. If you need anything, comment down below. I'm here for you. I got all my contact information down there below as well. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, guys.